Singapore 2025 greets visitors with sleek glass towers, palm-lined boulevards, and the unmistakable hum of precision. The city feels alive but effortless, a place where modern life and ancient culture coexist in perfect balance. The first stop for most travelers is Marina Bay, Singapore's glittering showpiece. It's the skyline that defines Southeast Asia, futuristic yet welcoming. Here, the Marina Bay Sands Hotel stands like a crown above the city. Its rooftop infinity pool remains one of the world's most photographed views. But you don't have to stay there to enjoy it. The Sky Park Observation Deck lets visitors soak in a panoramic view stretching from the CBD to the Straits of Singapore. At sunset, the skyline transforms into a painting of gold and blue. Locals and travelers gather by the waterfront promenade to watch the light show shimmer over the bay. A short walk away lies Gardens by the Bay, Singapore's most iconic blend of nature and technology. Its towering super trees rise like glowing giants against the skyline. At night, their lights dance in sync with music during the Garden Rhapsody show. It's a spectacle that makes even the most seasoned travelers pause in awe. Inside the flower dome and cloud forest, mist rolls over exotic plants from around the world. The waterfall inside the dome feels cool and otherworldly, a reminder that Singapore is as much about nature as it is about innovation. Across the water, the Merlion Park welcomes first-time visitors with its half-lion, half-fish statue. It's touristy, yes, but it's also a symbol of how the city has built identity from imagination. A short walk leads to Esplanade, theaters on the bay, affectionately nicknamed the Durians for their spiky roofs. It's Singapore's hub for arts, concerts, and creative life. If you walk the Marina Promenade at night, every building glows in synchronized elegance. The reflections in the bay create a skyline that feels alive. Next, the city shifts from modern to historical as you enter Chinatown. Narrow streets meet red lanterns and century-old shophouses painted in bright colors. The air smells of incense, noodles, and roasted chestnuts. Every corner tells a story of migration, faith, and survival. The Buddha Tooth Relic Temple anchors the district with its grand architecture and gold-filled interior. Visitors step inside quietly, surrounded by chants and candlelight. Just outside, hawker stalls bustle with energy. Plates of Hainanese chicken rice, dim sum, and chili crab sell for a few dollars. Proof that world-class flavor doesn't need luxury. Nearby, Maxwell Food Center remains a must for anyone chasing Singapore's best street food. Locals and travelers eat side by side, united by the city's true religion, taste. From Chinatown, a short ride brings you to Little India, a district bursting with sound and color. Temples, markets, and spice shops line the roads like an explosion of culture. The Sri Veeramakaliamman temple glows under the sun, covered in intricate carvings and statues. Its incense smoke mixes with the scent of jasmine garlands and fresh curry. Here, music plays from every storefront, gold jewelry shines in the window, and shopkeepers greet you with genuine warmth. For travelers from the West, Little India feels like stepping into another world, rich, loud, and endlessly photogenic. Inside the Tekka Center, vendors sell spices, textiles, and food from across the subcontinent. One plate of biryani or masala dosa can make your day unforgettable. It's an assault on the senses, in the best way possible. Every sight and smell reminds you that Singapore is a city of worlds within worlds. By afternoon, head toward Kampong Glam, the heart of Malay and Arab heritage. The golden dome of the Sultan Mosque rises above colorful lanes lined with murals and shops. The area's most famous street, Haji Lane, is a living canvas. Every wall bursts with graffiti, art, and creativity that defines modern Singapore's youth culture. Boutiques sell handmade jewelry, cafes play lo-fi music, and travelers sip cold brew beneath strings of hanging lights. It's a neighborhood made for wandering, equal parts history and hip. Western visitors often call it Singapore's most Instagrammable spot, but it's more than that. It's where the old and new merge with ease. A century-old mosque stands beside a sneaker shop and no one bats an eye. For food lovers, Kampong Glam Cafe serves authentic nasi lemak and teh tarik. Across the street, modern eateries blend fusion cuisine with local flair. Bugis, just a short walk away, continues that energy. The Bugis Street Market offers souvenirs, clothes, and snacks at some of the lowest prices in town. It's crowded, colorful, and full of life, a stark contrast to the polished malls just blocks away. That's Singapore's magic, contrast with harmony. Evening comes quickly here and the heat softens. Locals gather around outdoor tables and the smell of satay fills the air. Singapore doesn't do chaos, it does choreography. Every street stall and Skyline corner feels deliberate yet alive. From here, you can easily walk or take the MRT to Orchard Road, the shopping capital of Asia. It's a boulevard of light and luxury, but there's still room for simplicity. Between Gucci and Apple, you'll find small food courts serving cheap, incredible meals. In Singapore, comfort always coexists with convenience. As the city lights come alive, the day feels far from over. In fact, Singapore saves some of its best moments for after dark. The next chapter of this journey unfolds by the river, where music echoes through the night. Night falls along Clark Quay, and the city takes on a different kind of rhythm. Neon lights reflect across the river, and soft music drifts between waterfront bars and restaurants. This district once stored rice and spices in old warehouses, but today it's where Singapore's nightlife glows brightest. Every color, sound, and scent feels designed to keep energy flowing. For travelers exploring after sunset, Clark Quay is safe, vibrant, and full of choices. From elegant rooftop lounges to open-air patios, there's something for every traveler's pace. Many visitors end up on the riverside walk, watching boats glide under glowing bridges. The warm air carries laughter, and every moment feels cinematic. A short stroll leads to Robertson Quay, a quieter, more refined riverside stretch popular with expats and long-stay visitors. Here, the mood softens. Locals sip wine beside the water while soft jazz plays in the background. It's the Singapore that feels calm, confident, and beautifully balanced. Further north lies Orchard Road, where shopping isn't just a pastime, it's a cultural experience. Malls here stretch across entire city blocks, each with its own atmosphere. Western travelers often compare it to Fifth Avenue or Oxford Street, but it's more futuristic and efficient. Luxury boutiques, tech stores, and food courts coexist with perfect order. Even if you don't shop, just walking the stretch feels like touring Singapore's obsession with design and detail. Inside Ion Orchard, digital art installations meet high-end brands in a seamless display of innovation. Downstairs, food halls sell sushi, laksa, and gourmet burgers side by side. A few blocks away, Emerald Hill Road surprises first-time visitors with colorful Peranakan houses and quiet bars. It's a secret pocket of peace amid Orchard's noise. The contrast between modernity and heritage never feels jarring here. It feels intentional. It's as if the city planned for old and new to share the same heartbeat. When the day feels long, travelers often head toward the coast. There, Sentosa Island waits like a tropical exhale after the city's intensity. A short train or cable car ride from Harbourfront takes you across blue waters and into a world of beaches, resorts, and attractions. Sentosa is home to Resorts World, Universal Studios, and luxury hotels that make tropical indulgence feel effortless. Yet even here, you can enjoy the island without spending much. Palawan and Siloso beaches are free, clean, and perfect for swimming or sunsets. Families stroll along the boardwalk while couples share quiet moments by the water. Western visitors often call it the Miami of Asia, though it's far safer and calmer. The Sentosa Sky Helix offers open-air panoramic views of the sea, while the Sea Aquarium houses more than 100,000 marine animals in mesmerizing glass tunnels. But what surprises most travelers isn't the entertainment, it's the tranquility. Despite its fame, Sentosa still feels serene in the mornings. Cyclists, joggers, and photographers fill the trails while the sound of waves replaces city noise. The transition from skyline to shoreline feels almost spiritual. If you're visiting Singapore for the first time, this mix of urban and natural experiences defines the trip. The city never overwhelms. It invites you to slow down and notice the details. Back on the mainland, East Coast Park stretches for miles along the water. Locals come here to barbecue, rollerblade, or just relax under the trees. It's where Singapore's heart beats most naturally. Families laughing, children playing, old friends sharing stories over food. For tourists who want a slice of local life, East Coast Park is the place to go. Rent a bike, try satay by the beach, and feel like part of the community. Even the nearby Jewel Changi Airport feels like a destination rather than a transit hub. It's home to the world's tallest indoor waterfall, surrounded by gardens and walkways that blur the line between nature and architecture. First-time visitors often spend hours here before or after flights, amazed that an airport could be so peaceful. It's a final reminder that Singapore is built on intention and imagination. Everywhere you look, efficiency meets emotion. The city doesn't just function, it flows. What makes Singapore special isn't just its beauty, but its balance. It's where modern systems and human warmth coexist effortlessly. Locals smile without hurry, trains arrive without noise, and meals feel like shared rituals. For a city so advanced, it never feels mechanical. Western travelers often arrive expecting formality but leave describing friendliness. It's the subtle kindness that stays with you long after departure. For first-time visitors, Singapore offers clarity, a place where you can explore deeply but rest easily. The culture invites curiosity, not confusion. And for those who return, it feels like visiting an old friend who's grown more graceful with time. From the glittering Marina skyline to the humble stalls of Little India, the city reveals its layers with every step. It's a mosaic of faiths, flavors, and philosophies, stitched together by trust, respect, and vision. You realize that Singapore isn't trying to impress anyone, it's simply being itself. In that authenticity lies its true luxury. As night returns and the skyline glows once more, you feel both inspired and grounded. It's not just a stopover, it's a destination that defines what modern travel should be. Singapore 2025 stands as proof that progress and peace can share the same space. It's the world's crossroads, perfectly organized yet deeply human. And as your journey ends, one thought lingers. In a world rushing forward, Singapore shows how to move gracefully without losing its soul.